Now we are with Kia EV9, the biggest car in the competition, with the biggest battery, with the biggest price, and also the most powerful. Hyundai Ioniq 6, the most aerodynamic car in competition, 0.21, and it's just incredible. I mean, the all driving today, consumption until now 11.4 kilowatt hour. BMW iX2, one of my favorite car when it comes to driving feeling. Oh, look at acceleration. And you have also that electric sound, Volvo EX30, extended range, rear wheel drive, a super nice car. Volkswagen ID.7, just like this, press set, and right now the car will hold between the lanes, accelerate, brake, depending what the car in front will do. You can set a higher speed, so the car will... For the first time when I will drive the brand new Renault Scenic, first car MG4. How light and how nice is to drive this car in the city, it's just incredible. Welcome back to a new video. As I said a few days ago in a previous video, the best electric car 2024 in Romania begins, and I'm part of the jury. Today we have to drive those finalists, 7 finalist electric cars. From 19 cars were left only 7 cars, with one exception. Tesla Model 3 Highland was also in the 7 finalists, but Tesla prefer to skip this year, so they don't want to join. So yeah, I guess anyway, those 7 finalists are amazing cars, and it is really hard to choose one from those. So today we will start driving around 300 kilometers. Tomorrow another 300 kilometers back here, so will be kind of the same route. I will try to give you as many details and information about the cars as possible, consumption, range, driving feeling, and so on. So stay with me in this video because it will be really interesting. And in 2 days we will find out, and also of course in this video, at the end of this video, you will find out also the winner of the best electric car 2024 in Romania. So we are 14 jury, one of the best auto journalists in Romania, and not only, also vloggers, and we have to choose one of these cars. I want to present you the cars, and then we will see us a little bit later. Every 2 journalists will drive one car, and we will drive all the cars, and then we can share together some experience. So first of all, I want to present you one more time the finalists, even though in the description of this video you will have all the details and technical data price with every single car. We have here Renault Scenic. Is for the first time when I will drive this car, so that will be really interesting for me. Otherwise, I already drive and test all those cars. Then it's EV9. We have here the BMW iX2, then ID.7, the car with the biggest range from here, and also one of the biggest battery. Also EV9, it has the biggest battery from here, and also it's the biggest one. Then it's Ioniq 6, MG4, Volvo EX30, And that's it, guys. Also, we will start here in Bucharest, in the center of Bucharest in Romania. This is the capital of Romania, and we will start charging the cars at one of the Partener, Eldrive. It's one of the biggest company that install charging stations in Romania, and not only in Bulgaria and also in East Europe, and they plan to extend. They have here a lot of charging station, and for those of you that says there are not enough charging stations, you have to take the application. You can go online on your phone, or also you can search it on the web, Eldrive, and you can get the application so you can see where are all the charging stations, and you can find it because they are almost everywhere. Last night when we put all the cars to charging, all the cars have 90%, and I tried to see which one from those cars will charge faster from 90% up to 100%. And the results are quite surprising. Actually, not so surprisingly, but Kia EV9 Ioniq 6 was the fastest one with around 25-30 kilowatt, over 90%. And Scenic was also pretty good, 20 kilowatt hour. And then was like BMW iX2 ID.7, and then the last one that charged with 10 and even 9 was MG4 and Volvo EX30, so that was also really important. We just started the trip and I'm in the MG4. This is the first car that we will drive today. Basically today I will be the passenger for all the cars, because my colleague will drive the cars, and tomorrow I will drive all the cars, but I still think it's great to give you the experience and the first part of this trip. And to be honest, as a passenger in MG4, I didn't expect to be that good. It seems to be pretty comfortable and pretty nice to be also on the right side or on the left side if you are in England or in a country where you drive on the right side. But the thing is, and the point is, that it's pretty good. I mean, the sound insulation is good, suspensions are pretty good, and overall I think it's quite a good car. And let's don't forget that this MG4 is the cheapest, the most affordable car in the competition. And I want to give you some technical data that I have here with the version that we will drive in this competition. And this is the exclusive long-range rear-wheel drive version. The price of the car, 41,910 euro. The range of the car, WLTP, 520 kilometers. Also the charging at the charging stations, we will talk about that a little bit later, but it's a 144 kilowatt in DC. Also the power of the car, 245 horsepower, 350 Newton meters, 6.5 seconds 0 to 100, and consumption estimated around 16.5 kilowatt hour. I will show you in a second also what is our consumption until now. And the battery, it's a 77 kilowatt hour, 400 volt architecture. Now guys, I want to show you also the consumption until now. We have 17.6 right now. I don't know if you can see it quite clear there, and we drive kind of half in the city, half outside the city on the national road. We weren't drive on the highway. We drive 35 kilometers, but the average speed, I should say, it's around 70 kilometers. Pretty nice until now. Also, we start with 97% battery. What I noticed is that even though we put the car at charging in the night, not all the cars start with 100% battery, but we will talk about that in the end of the video. So we will see what will be the average and which car retain more battery in the end. So anyway, this is the first impression with MG4. I will update you later when we change the car. We just switched the cars, and the second car is Renault Scenic E-Tech for the first time when I'm passenger, and also kind of the first time when I will drive it tomorrow. The thing is that after you sit in MG4, you go in Scenic, you feel a little bit more comfortable here. Of course, the car is more expensive. It's around 6,000 euro more expensive, but you definitely feel that. It's quite comfortable, and it feels a little bit more, anyway, it's a crossover, it's a little bit bigger, but it feels a little bit more premium, just a slightly premium, but it comes also at a cost. Now I want to give you some technical data about this car, and then I will show you also the consumption. The price of this Scenic that we have right here, because it's the Alpine Esprit, is the most expensive version. It's 47,500 euro, 611 kilometer WLTP range. You can charge it in 100 kilowatt in DC maximum charging power, and the power of the car 218 horsepower. It's a little bit slower than MG4, 300 Newton meter, 7.9 seconds 0 to 100, and the estimated consumption 17.2 kilowatt hour. We will see that as well. The battery capacity 87 kilowatt hour. I want to show you right now the consumption that we get until here is 20 kilowatt hour. This is the consumption, the way we drive. The average speed was around, let's say, 80 kilometers per hour. We didn't have any traffic or something like that. And also we tried the sport mode, the comfort mode, the eco mode, and we kind of accelerate a little bit. But slightly, I would say the consumption is a little bit higher, and also the climatic system, it's off in this moment. The only thing that I notice here is that somehow, sometimes at higher speeds, you can hear on some bad roads a little bit of noise from outside, but nothing serious. I would say it's quite similar with MG4. Right now, where the road is better in this area and we have 100 kilometers per hour, I noticed already that the sound insulation is quite good right now at 100. It's not bad. It's really pleasant to be here. Also the seats are bigger. It's quite nice to be here. I would expect to be that good, and even though the rims are big, comfort and the quality, it gives you that quality premium feeling when you are inside the car. And I think the price for the offer is quite good. Now, regarding the consumption, I have to tell you guys that we didn't reset the consumption, so we just start from the beginning with all the cars, and in the end we will reset the consumption when we will charge the cars. So the thing is that we don't know how the other drive the car before we switch, so I just show you the consumption, but in the end of the video we will see and we can calculate for real, so that's something to keep in mind. All right, now we just jump in Volkswagen ID.7, and you can definitely feel also the price has jumped, but also the quality and the premium feeling inside. It's much better, even as a passenger, from my point of view. From the first generation of ID cars, this ID.7, you definitely feel like it has better quality. Now, when it comes to technology, I think it's also one of the most advanced when it comes to suspension, because it comes with a new DCC Pro. And if you go right here into the menu, I will show you in a second, if you go to the individual, you can see that this ID.7 that we have right here, it has the DCC Pro. Even though it's an option, an extra option, you can actually adjust the suspension if you choose individual mode. So you have 15 levels of adaptive dampers suspension, so you can choose to have it much more stiffer, or here is more comfort, and here it's maximum stiffer, so you have like 15 levels to adjust from. So this is really cool, something that the other competitors didn't have. But yeah, I don't know if that make any sense in the competition, but I just want to point out that. Also, I want to give you some technical data about the car, and then so you should know some numbers. Price of this ID.7, it's around 52,859 euro. The range estimated WLTP 616 kilometers. You can charge the car at a maximum speed of 175 kilometer in DC, 286 horsepower, 550 Newton meters, 6.5 seconds 0 to 100, and the estimated consumption around 14.2 kilowatt hour, and the battery around 82 kilowatt hour. The consumption until now, for the part that we didn't reset the consumption, because we drive the car, we are the third team that drive this car. Let me go to the car to show you the consumption. So since start 17.7 kilowatt hour. We didn't drive on the highway at high speeds, but in the beginning of the trip was a little bit of traffic. So yeah, I should say the consumption for the size of the car, it's pretty good until now. But anyway, in the end of this trip, we will find out more information about the car. Volvo EX30, a car that I already drive in Spain, and I like it very much. I think it's one of the best ratio quality price on the market. I want to give you some technical data. And this car price, it's around 43,750 euro, estimated range WLTP 475 kilometers. You can charge it at maximum power of 175 kilowatt in DC. Power of the car 272 horsepower, 343 Newton meters, 0 to 100 in 5.3 seconds. It's pretty quick, but the consumption is a little bit higher, 17 kilowatt hour is estimated, and the battery capacity 69 kilowatt hour. It's pretty comfortable being inside the car. It's very pleasant. It feels quite premium. It's a really nice car to take into consideration if you want to buy an electric car. Also, the panoramic glass roof look just lovely. Let me show you also the consumption. By the way, it has also this navigation and Google integration, so you have the same map as you have it on Android. Google Map, that works really cool. And the consumption, let me see it, from the beginning of the trip, 168 kilometers, 16.7 kilowatt hour. It kind of beat the estimation, the official estimation of the consumption, and that's a good thing. The way we drive on the we didn't drive on the highway, but all those national roads and traffic, I think it's pretty good. Also, the sound insulation seems to be fine. Anyway, all right, now guys, we are with BMW iX2, and from my point of view until now, the interior quality, it feels really premium. Probably the best interior quality from all the car that I was in this challenge. It feels really good. I mean, even the price, it's a little bit higher, but the quality, it's super good. And also, when you are inside the BMW, even if it's an electric car, you still feel like it's a BMW, even though this EX2, it's built on a platform that's shared with IC, internal combustion engine. It still feel pretty well for an electric car. Anyway, I want to give you some technical data, and then I will show you also the consumption. Now, when it comes to price, 55,514 euro, and the estimated range WLTP 449 kilometer is the car with the worst range estimation official in the competition, but we will see in real if it will be like that. You can charge the car at maximum speed in DC 130 kilowatt, 313 horsepower is the maximum power, 494 Newton meters, 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds, and the consumption estimated 16.3 kilowatt hour, 66.5 kilowatt hour is the battery capacity. Also, I want to show you the consumption. It's around 18.1, and we drive around 205 kilometers. So yeah, I don't know how the other drive the car, but the consumption until now, it's around 18. In terms of comfort and quality, also the suspension as a passenger feel quite good. It feels a little bit stiffer as I was expected. If you didn't see the review yet, I have already test drive and also the review on my channel, so check out that videos. The car feels quite sporty and nice, and the design of the car, it's pretty nice from my point of view. As you saw in the images before, we really test out the electric car at the limits, and we go not only on the national roads, city roads, traffic and all that stuff, but we go also on the mountain side, on a super country road where here are just mud and sand and small stones, and even a bridge, an old bridge that usually it can hold around 8,000 kilograms. And you saw before the electric cars how they managed to pass that. So if you are able to come with an electric car here, I think you are able to go with an electric car everywhere. So yeah, it's really nice, because being in the middle of the nature with all those clean electric cars is just amazing. And if you look right there, you will see the Kia EV9 that has a battery of almost 100 kilowatt. It's super heavy, and you can see from here, from the images, how we'll pass that bridge, and it's quite complicated. It's just incredible, man. It's just incredible. Look at this, just insane. The middle of the nature, it managed to pass without any problem. And all those cars right here, from Renault Scenic, Volkswagen ID.7, BMW iX2 and MG4, managed to pass this. And the next one, the Volvo, will come as soon as well. Really cool. Now we are with Ioniq 6, inside Ioniq 6 rear wheel drive. I want to give you some technical data about the car, and then we will talk a little bit about the comfort in the car and also about the consumption. So the version that we have right here is the rear wheel drive version. The price of the car, 45,363 euro. The power of the car, 228 horsepower, 350 Newton meter, 7.4 seconds 0 to 100. The consumption, it's 14.3 kilowatt hour. Is the second from the competition with the best consumption after ID.7 in terms of estimations. And the battery capacity, 77.4 kilowatt hour. It has the 800 volt architecture battery that allow the car to charge in DC at a charging rate of 350 kilowatt. So this is just impressive, because last night when we charged the car, I did check all the cars with how much power they charge after 90%, and I saw that this car, even if it has around 94% battery, it still charge at a rate of 30 kilowatts. So that was quite impressive. Other than that, the range, estimated range, also on the second place after ID.7, 614 kilometers VLTP. Now, when it comes to comfort, I have to say it's very similar. Basically, all the cars are super comfortable. I can't complain of any car that we drive until now. So from my point of view, it's quite good. And let me show you the consumption. This car had drive until now from the beginning 275 kilometers, and the consumption is around, let me show you, 15.4 kilowatt hours. So it has kind of the best consumption until now, but we will see until the end what will be the numbers. To be honest, also this is the car with the best aerodynamic, 0.21. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, the conditions outside are great because it's quite warm and it's perfect weather for electric cars. Anyway, I will update you later from the next stop. We just arrived at the destination, 300 kilometers. We are here in Brașov, and all the car have made 300 kilometers, and right now they are all at supercharging station. Eldrive, I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, and also with the location. I will leave it on the description of the video. If you want to come here, if you come around, you can charge here as well. My guess is that Hyundai Ioniq 6 have the best range, and Volkswagen ID.7. Yeah, I will definitely check them one more time. Anyway, from now, the last car that we will drive today will be the Kia EV9. So yeah, I will give you some updates, some more updates when I will be inside the car. I just jump in Kia EV9, and this car need no presentation. At least when it comes to comfort, it's just incredible. Of course, it's not in the same class as the other competitors, but when it comes to comfort, man, it's something else. And you can adjust the passenger seat all the way on the back. I can do it even more, but you can adjust also the down part where the legs are, so I can put the legs all the way up and I can stay in a super relaxing position. And after a full day of staying in the car and not driving, actually it's more hard for me to not drive than to drive. I don't know why, but I feel more tired. If I would drive, I would feel more more fresh. But anyway, super comfortable, nothing to say. Electric adjustable seats also for the passengers. Amazing view, amazing suspension and comfort and sound insulation, and everything seems to be amazing. I want to give you some technical data, and then we will talk at the end, because this is the last car that I'm in, and then we will arrive there, and there we will make a short recapitulation of this day, and tomorrow will be the big day. But anyway, let me give you some technical data. So the price of this Kia EV9 is the all-wheel drive version. Keep in mind, it's 76,490 euro. Pretty big price, but it's just incredible with all this tech. Also, the power of the car, 385 horsepower, 700 Newton meter, 5.3 seconds 0 to 100. Estimated consumption 22.8 kilowatt hour. It has a 99.8 kilowatt hour battery. Of course, 800 volt is the architecture of the battery that allows the battery to charge at a maximum speed of 240 kilowatt in DC. Also, the range WLTP for this big bus monster car, 505 kilometer WLTP, is just incredible. I mean, 505 probably real around 400 kilometer around there, but still amazing for how much space and place you have here, and how nice and interesting look this car. Anyway, I really enjoy being here. I think it's one of the most relaxed car that I was today in. And also it comes with all this tech. The dashboard look incredible, the big screens. Also you have here the big map. Down here you have the 360 degrees camera. You have information about, let me show you, about forecast, weather. You have also information about the battery. Here you have, because it's a four-wheel drive, how the car will send the power to the wheels, and then yeah, all those information. It's just crazy. Anyway, as you probably know, I have already test drive video and full review with this car. If you want to see it, check it out on the channel. It's around there, so yeah, you just have to search it a little bit. So now we will talk a little bit later when we will arrive all in the same place. So yeah, see you later, guys. Finally, we arrived right here in Covasna at TTS Hotel, and we have almost all the cars right here. There are only 5 cars, 2 are missing, but it was a really long day. I didn't drive today, but I feel tired. I think I'm more tired when I stay on the passenger side than when I drive. Tomorrow I will have the chance to drive every single car, and also in this video a little bit later you will see those test drives, and I will give you all the feedback on how it's every single car on the road. Also some information about suspensions, visibility, comfort, safety features, adaptive cruise control, autopilot, all that stuff will come soon. And then in the end of the video later I will also present you the winner, and I will give you all the arguments and all the points and ratings and ranks, and all that stuff will be in the end of this video. Also, as a short recapitulation of today and of my experience until now with all those cars, I have to say that all the cars are great. They have great comfort for the passenger. They look nice. It's a really hard choice, because I feel like no matter which car would you buy, you will do a good choice, if I can say like that. Every single car, it's good for a person, and I guess it's more about choosing your personality, choosing your car depending on your personal preference, if that makes sense. Also, the range and the consumption from today's tests, I think was the where is it? Ioniq 6 was kind of the best in the same time with Volkswagen ID.7. Those two have also the best aerodynamic and also had the best consumption. Then was like MG4 and if I remember well, EX30 Volvo, and then one of the two missing cars. I don't remember exactly which one was, but Scenic, yeah, Renault Scenic. But anyway, more details in the end of the experience, because now we go up on the mountain and tomorrow we will go down, and then I can give you even more information when we go down about how was then we can make the real range and real calculation and estimation. Anyway, guys, today that was all. We will see us tomorrow. Tomorrow it's a big day, a little bit later basically, when I will test drive the car. So stay with me, because now it starts the interesting part. Here we are in the second day, and finally I got the chance to drive the cars, and from now on will be really interesting. So stay with me, because I'll try to give you all the feedbacks and explanation about every single car in terms of driving feeling, and it's really interesting because we'll be one after another, and this is the best way to make an idea about the driving feeling and the differences between the cars. So yeah, let's drive them. First car, MG4, and let's drive it, and then as we drive I will give you more feedback. Also, until now, from yesterday, the consumption it's around 15.9 kilowatt hours. We still have 66% battery. That means 345 kilometer range. The great part on this MG4 is the fact that you can adjust the driving modes. So you have even snow mode, eco, normal, sport, and custom mode. And on the custom mode you can choose so many options there. Also you can choose how strong to be the recuperation when you release the acceleration. So you have a few modes there, from low, medium, high, and adaptive. And you have also one pedal drive. So if you activate one pedal drive, when you release the pedal you can see how strong it's, super strong, the regenerative brake, and I like that very much. From me, I think this is incredible, and this is a must have in a car, in an electric car. It's crazy important to have the possibility to let the car roll or recuperate more when you release the pedal. Okay, so that sign was from the seat belt. Now it's good, from the back seat belt. Anyway, I would say this car is quite positioned the perfect between price and offer. I think for what this car it is, the price is incredible good, and probably I will rate this car as first place when it comes to price, because it has the best price and it drives nice. The sound insulation is nice. The suspension are pretty good, even over those speed bumps. It feels relatively good. It's not extraordinary, but also not all the way down. It's somewhere over the let's say the average, and I like it. I like it very much. It's light, it's nice to drive, it's super quick. You have good comfort, you have great technology. So it comes also with all those adaptive cruise control and lane assist that you can activate it from here. Overall, I think from my point of view, it has also nice consumption. So from the point of view of driving feeling, I think it's a good car. I wouldn't complain about too many things. On the highway, at super high speed, of course you start to hear a little bit of noise, but when you drive up to 100 km/h, in terms of sound insulation, it's super fine, and it's light to drive. The pedals are fine. I would definitely turn the screen a little bit to the driver. I think that would make a lot of sense, to see a little bit better and to somehow change different settings a little bit easier. But yeah, it's nothing big to complain about. Overall, it's quite fine. And as I said before, we are in eco mode, but if I put it in sport mode, you will see how responsive will be. Right now we are in sport mode. I have to let this navigation and my phone down here. I will put it all the way down. Also, the great part is the fact that you can actually charge your phone wireless if you leave it down there. So that's another extra for the price. 41,950 euro, around there is the price of the car. Now, overall, it's quite nice. I want to show you also an acceleration, but right now we are inside city. It's pretty quiet here. I really like the steering wheel, the grip on the steering wheel, the size of the steering wheel. If you want to pass other cars, you can do it without any problem. Whoa. It feels also quite light. I don't know how they managed to do that. This is not the all-wheel drive, the X-Power, but the car have a 77 kilowatt-hour battery and it feels pretty light. This is the impressive thing. So now we have drive a little bit in the city, and there you can definitely feel how light and how nice it is to drive this car in the city. It's just an incredible city car from my point of view. It's light, it's easy, the steering wheel, it's super light, and also of course you can adjust it from there depending on the driving mode, but even in sport mode it's pretty light and the car feels pretty light, and I like it. Now we go a little bit we will go outside the city, we can drive a little bit faster, but immediately you can feel when you press the acceleration, you can see how it pushes you back. 245 horsepower, if I remember well. Yes, 245 horsepower, 350 Newton meters, 6.5 seconds, 0 to 100. Pretty quick. I would say for this price, it's more than enough for a daily driver and also for cruising outside on the highway. It's pretty quick. You can cross pass other cars without any problem. It's really hard to say that this is not the right car and not the car in the top. And I don't know, it's quite hard, this competition, because all those 7 cars are quite close in terms of quality and performance, and yeah, it's hard, really. It's hard this year. I think every year will be harder and harder to choose an electric car, because there come more and more good cars on the market. So overall, I really like the car. I really think it's a good choice. So if you are on the budget and you want to buy an electric car, just go and check this out. But yeah, probably I will rank pretty good this MG4 because of the price. Also the pedals feel good. It has that light feeling, so it doesn't feel like a heavy car, like we will see in the next car that we will drive a little bit later. Visibility wise, around the windows is good, comfort is good, in the mirrors quite good visibility. Also, you can set from here the cruise control and lane assist. They are not working here properly because of the lanes are not super clear, but I wouldn't test that. But they are working on the highway. If you want to see, because I already have the video test drive on the highway, check it out there. I give you more information. But overall, it's a super nice car for the price that they offer the car. I think it's super nice. Anyway, that's all with the MG4. We see us in the next one. For the first time when I will drive the brand new Renault Scenic, and I'm super excited. A few information before we start. 611 kilometer WLTP estimation, 45,500 euro, 218 horsepower, and it has a battery of 87 kilowatt hour. We have the stalk behind the steering wheel. We put it in drive just like that, easy like that, and then just drive it. I'm really curious. It's the only car in the competition that I didn't drive it until now. What I like very much, as I said also yesterday on the car, is the fact that you have the Google Map, you have this multimedia system from Renault. That's amazing. The screens are big, so you have very good visibility in the screens. Also, it seems to have good power here. We get out really easy. Now let me adjust the seats a little bit better. I love the steering wheel. As I told you before on the previous MG4, kind of the same size. You see, this is kind of the new trend in terms of steering wheels with this design, and I really like it. I like the grip, I like the way it feels. It's just super nice, and also the quality of the steering wheel, because this version is Esprit Alpine. It comes also in very good quality. Almost everywhere you touch, it feels quite good quality. Great visibility on this new digital cockpit. This is for the first time when I drive a car with this new digital cockpit. It has on this Scenic, and also the new Rafale have it as well. And also I like that the multimedia here is tilted to the driver. You have the Google Map. You have so good and so clear images right here with the trip and the next stops. And you can see also on the next stops, for example, we have 47% battery, and here on the navigation it shows you with how many percentages you will arrive at the destination. 41%. It says that the car will arrive at the destination, so that's something like Tesla do, something very similar. The consumption until now, it's around 18.4 kilowatt hour, and we still have with 47% 218 kilometers. You have those pedals behind the steering wheel here, you saw those. You can recuperate more energy, or you can let it roll. For example, if you release the pedal, the acceleration pedal, you can see the car, it's rolling right now. But if you go all the way maximum regenerative brake and you release it, you can see that the regenerative brake, it's much more powerful. Now we have to pass here. Let me change the driving mode, because it has more driving mode. Let's go to sport mode and accelerate. We go also uphill, and you can see immediately without any problem, even if you go uphill, you can pass other cars. And we are in sport mode. Immediately when you change the driving mode, you can see also the colors are changing, and it's turning to red, and the car is starting to be a little bit more dynamic. In terms of comfort, it feels a little bit more comfortable than the previous car. A little bit it's also a little bit more expensive, but oh man, it's nice. It's not bad. It's quite similar with Megane electric version, but it's a little bit higher. It feels like a little bit more refined, if I can say like that. I definitely like it. It's not so light like MG4, it's a little bit more heavier, and I like that. I like this heaviness, give it a little bit of premium feeling. Also on those twisty road, it seems to do great. It's the only car in the competition with front wheel drive. So that will be really interesting to see, and I'm really curious about something. I don't know if I can test this around here, probably a little bit later. I want to see if the wheels in the front will spin, because usually the electric cars with front wheel drive system tend to spin the front wheel. And by the way, this car, because it's Esprit Alpine with all the options, the price will go to 47,500 euro. It's still a good price for what this car offers. It comes also, of course, with lane assist and autopilot. You can also activate it from here, from the steering wheel. You have those buttons. You have also limiter, and yeah, we cannot test it right here. As soon as I get the car for a proper test drive, I will do it, and I will give you all the information about it, and I will show you how they work. Man, but it stays quite good on those twisty roads. It feels quite stable because it is a little bit heavier. It feels relatively stable. You can activate it from here, and right now the car will hold the speed, and it's so easy because it has those physical button. Basically they are not touch button, they are physical button. It feels quite nice when you set the speed. The lanes are not working right here, the lane assist, because the car didn't see them too well, but on the highway it should be good. I'm not going to test that, I'm just want to test the driving feeling. In terms of suspension, seems to be quite good also. Yeah, let's change the driving mode. You have like sport, personalize. You can personalize the driving mode, comfort mode, and then you have the eco mode. Let's go back to eco, and it's turned to green, and right now it gives you less power when you press the acceleration. Here I can test it. Let's go back to sport. There's nobody behind. I want to test if it's slip ring in the front. No, it's grip quite well, so it's gripping quite well. Dogs on the streets in Romania, it's normal. Here it's like monkey in Thailand. Anyway, nice driving feeling. I like it. It's fun, it's nice, it feels good quality. Hard, really hard. Today will be really hard to rank those cars because all the cars are really good. It's super complicated. They have different driving feeling, but they are all good. I mean, it's damn hard. The seats are great, you have side support, hold you pretty nice. You can drive this car also sporty, or you can drive it in eco mode. You have a lot of space for a family. I think it's also great. Yeah, anyway, super hard. Now guys, I think it's enough. I will have a separate video with the car where I will explain you every single feature of the car soon, probably this month I hope, or next month, so stay close if you want to see that. Will be really interesting. But yeah, I guess for this video it's enough. We see us in the next one. All right guys, so next car, Volkswagen ID.7. We just leave from here from Vitesco Technologies, a super big company that have also a factory here, production for component for electric cars, hybrid cars, normal cars, all kind of crazy components. And it was really a pleasure to see inverters that they made for one of the car that it is in our competition. So for Kia EV9 they have the inverter, and also exactly for the car that I'm in right now, Volkswagen ID.7, for this car they made the control units, one of the control units. So this is incredible. So it's made right here in Romania at Vitesco Technologies. Yeah, really great company. It's also one of the sponsors of this event, and yeah, it's great to know that we have one part from the car that I drive right now right here built. Anyway, now Volkswagen ID.7, let's say one of my favorite car in this year, release in this year. I really like the fact that Volkswagen improve a lot the car. I like the fact that this ID.7, it's the car with the biggest range in the competition. Also it has a big battery. I will give you also a few technical data and information about the car in a second, because I have a little bit of time right now until I wait for the car in front. 616 kilometer WLTP. Man, and it drives really nice. My favorite feature on this Volkswagen ID.7 is the fact that you can adjust the driving modes, and not only. If you go to individual, and if you go here to the settings, this model that I have right here, it comes with DCC Pro, that allow the car, it have adaptive dampers and allow the car to, let me close the window, to actually adjust the suspension feeling. If you want to make it more sportier, more stiffer, if you want to make it more comfortable. Right now it's maximum on comfort, and you can already feel how the car, it's kind of like flying over the bumps. It feels super comfy, and the driving feeling, it's really refined, even though it's quite expensive. If I'm not wrong, this car starting price for this model around 52,859 euro, but on this version with DCC Pro and so on, it will go higher as a price. But it's in terms of driving feeling, comfort on the seats, visibility wise, and the way it feels on the pedals and all that stuff, it's really good. So yeah, I really like it. You can see already, because I have on my channel already the test drive and the review. If you want to see those videos, check it out on my channel. There you can find out more information about the car, plus this head-up display that comes directly on the windshield. Look really nice, and you can see there are a lot of useful information. We have 73% battery. That means 383 kilometers left. Also, it comes with all kind of safety features: autopilot, lane assist, emergency brake, all that safety features. I already show you in a separate video, so they are here. Probably I can't use them, and I can show you that because we are not going to drive on the highway for this part. But oh, it's really nice, and also it feels quite quick. Now in terms of numbers, 286 horsepower, 343 newton meters, 5.3 seconds 0 to 100, 70 kilowatt hour is the estimated consumption, a battery of 69 kilowatt hour, 175, no, wait, it's 272 horsepower. I have to go left here. I look in the wrong numbers, so I have to go again. So it has 660 kilometer WLTP, 286 horsepower, 550 newton meters, 5.3 seconds 0 to 100. Yeah, that's it. And the battery capacity 82 kilowatt hour. Anyway, I will leave the technical data in the description of the video, so you can find there all the information about the car, because right now I want to focus more on driving feeling. Steering wheel, quality wise, it's good. Also the pedals feel quite great. The brakes, the transition when the car recuperates the energy back into the battery, it's really nice. It's smooth. So all the transition, everything feels really smooth. I think here I have to go down. Yeah, I can use the navigation system from the car, so I have to use the navigation from the phone for the points, because we always move in other car. It's much more easier like that, because I have all the points in the phone, even though you can connect your phone to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so that will be also easy. But yeah, I was in the rush and I didn't have time to set the navigation. Anyway, good visibility, good comfort. Sound insulation from outside, it's also good, so nothing to complain about. The climatic system, it's on right now, and the consumption since started it's around 22-23 right now. But yeah, it's kind of depend, because right now the climatic system, it's blasting. Anyway, what I want to do is just change again the suspension, make it all the way on the right side stiffer, and right now the suspension will be a maximum stiffer, and you immediately feel how the car, it feels a little bit heavier, but in the same time it still holds a little bit of comfort. we will see here on the curves and over the bumps. Yeah, over the bumps you definitely feel a huge difference between comfort and sport mode. But even though over those small bumps you don't feel anything. No, it's definitely impressive when it comes to comfort. Acceleration, oh, it's cool. It push you back in the seat, definitely. Now let's see here on this area if I can adjust and set the cruise control and lane assist. From here you can set it up, you can choose the modes, and you have like travel assist, and after you put it on travel assist, all you have to do is just set it out, and then after you set it, the car will hold between the lanes, accelerate, brake, depending what the car in front will do. So, and this system from Volkswagen, it's pretty good. You can choose also the distance between you and the car in front. xDrive they call it, travel assist, and you can see it also on the head-up display. I will try one more time here to set it out, just like this. Press set, and right now the car will hold between the lanes, accelerate, brake, depending what the car in front will do. You can set a higher speed so the car will drive faster. You can see it also on the head-up display, a lot of information. It's really cool. I mean, it's great. The thing is that the car is a little bit more expensive than the competition, I should say. But other than that, in terms of quality, it's a quite good car. Anyway, short presentation. I think it's enough. For more details, check out the full review and the test drive. You will find out more information there. But yeah, a pleasure to re-drive the ID.7. All right, now we just jump in Volvo EX30 extended range, rear wheel drive, a super nice car. Also, I drive it for the first time in Spain when it was released, and I was really impressed on how nice it drives. Also, it kind of have this kind of the same design, very similar design with MG4 and Renault Scenic, but it's kind of square. Also very nice grip. I really like the grip, I really like the shape. Very comfortable, the seats are super comfy. It's a nice different car, I should say. Also, it's very similar with Tesla because it doesn't have the screen in the middle. It has only this tablet style screen on the right side. The navigation system, also Google integration, Google Map, that's incredible. It's fast, it's precise, good visibility. Also here on the right side you have to see the speed and the information about the range and the car. Also, we still have 30% battery right now, and we can still drive 109 km with the car. And yeah, it's nice, good visibility around the windows. Plus, I love those mirrors with tiny edges around it. It looks really cool. The mirrors look really interesting. I was worried that it get dirty fast, the mirrors and so on, but I saw that it's hold on really nice. And also this car, it's super fun to drive on twisty roads. Suspension wise, it's great. And also you have a little bit of taller driving feeling, so it's a nice crossover to drive also in the city because it's compact, but also on the twisty roads, highway, no problem. And the sound insulation, it's also good. Seems to be pretty good. No, I like the car a lot. I think it's probably one of the best car in this class. And of course, as I said also a little bit earlier, it's so hard to choose and to rank those cars in this competition because there are so many good cars close at value and quality. The performance, it's also great. It's pretty quick. I want to give you also a few fast technical data about the car. Where is it? It's right here. The price 43,750, 475 kilometer WLTP is the car with yeah, the second worst range. Then you have 272 horsepower, more than enough, 343 Newton meters, 69 kilowatt hour is the battery, and 0 to 100 in 5.3 seconds. It's super quick. Also, if you go here into the menu to the car status, you can change different settings. You can see the trip information, and you can see the consumption on the trip. For today it's like around 19.9, and in general 17.6, so it's not bad. The consumption is pretty good. Anyway, nice, pleasant car. If you want to see the full review with it and also the test drive, I have separate videos on my channel, so check it out. Definitely take a look there, because you can find out more information about the car. But in general, I like it a lot. Also the design, the quality on the seat, the comfort on the seats is great, good visibility in the mirrors, and it's also pretty quick. We can try to pass this truck as well. So if I have some discontinuing line, I will try to do that. But also it's quite fun to drive it on twisty roads. No, I don't think here we have this chance. Also, I don't think we have the chance to try an acceleration, because the road didn't allow me around this area. But in general, I would say it's quite cool. As you probably know, guys, also the car comes with all the assistance systems. For example, from here, from the steering wheel, you can adjust, you can set the autopilot. You just have to press this button, and then once you press plus once, the car will activate autopilot, will keep the distance, accelerate, brake, also keep between the lanes when the lanes are visible. It is also the latest assistance systems from Volvo, and yeah, it's a great add-on. So you can see right now it's activated, but here on twisty roads it's super complicated to work with it. So I will take the control. And the second thing is the fact that you can choose to drive as a one pedal drive or not. So you have this option to choose. Also, you can choose the steering, how you like to have it. So you have some options to choose from, and that's really quite important to mention. Also, you have also here the downhill assist and lane keeping assist, speed warnings, and all kind of safety features. Yeah, usually in generally also the other competitors come with, but yeah, this is worth mention. So now we jump back in BMW iX2, one of my favorite car when it comes to driving feeling. And something that I love about this BMW iX2 is the fact that even if it's built on a platform that's shared with internal combustion engine, it's an electric car, but it still have that BMW driving feeling, and I like that so much. It feels heavy, it feels sporty. It's a nice car. I don't know, from my personal taste, it's wonderful. I mean, I really like the steering wheel. It's fat, it's nice, great quality inside the car. Probably one of the best quality interior from this competition. And even the exterior design, I know many people don't like it, but I really like the exterior design. I like also the position of driving. The seats are super sporty, super nice. They hold you really tight and nice. Also, it comes with a few driving modes, so you can choose from here. Basically, you can go and choose from personal, you can personalize, you can put it in sport mode, you can put it in efficient mode. When you put it in sport mode, even the digital cockpit is changing. The screens are tilted to the driver. They're really nice, and you have a good visibility there. Even though it's not super customizable, you still have a super good view in front there. And actually before was yeah, let me show you. I want to show you an acceleration. Also, you can see the car come with all the newest safety features. autopilot, lane assist, adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, all that safety features are on the car. We cannot test it right here, the autopilot and all that stuff. I have a separate video if you want to see it on my channel, so check it out, because there you can see a little bit more information about it, and also a full review with the car. Now here I want to give you some information, but a little bit on the road. Oh, look at the acceleration. And you have also that electric sound when you press the acceleration in sport mode. You have that sound that make you feel a little bit different than in a normal electric car. You can hear it one more time. And also it pushes you back in the seats. That's something that I enjoy a lot. And also because this is all-wheel drive system, it has a great grip on the road. Also you have this pedal behind the steering wheel on the left side. If you pull it once, it gives you 10 seconds of maximum power. So I can show you, for example, now you pull it and you have 10 seconds. You can see the counting right there on the cockpit. And now if you press the acceleration, you have 10 seconds of maximum power. Just lovely. And of course you can go back to efficient mode. So right now in efficient mode, everything is just smooth and nice again. Suspension wise, really nice setup. Even though they are a little bit stiffer to the sportiness, they still have that nice feeling over the bumps. So yeah, good in curves, great handlings, nice driving feeling. I really like it. Anyway, another thing that I want to mention in this BMW iX2 is the fact that you can choose the recuperation mode, but you have to go into the menu, and you have adaptive, low, moderate and high regeneration. But the thing is that you have to go into the menu, drivetrain and chassis. Here you find it. So yeah, another option on BMW is B mode. So you can see here from this shift-by-wire transmission, you have D mode from drive. Like right now you release the acceleration, and if you are in adjust, or depending how you set the recuperation, the car will react. But if you want to recuperate more, you just go back just like that once, and then in B mode, when you release, check this out, acceleration and release, and now the car will recuperate more energy. So you have also this option in the car if you want to use. So that's very useful for an electric car. Alright guys, back in Hyundai Ioniq 6, the most aerodynamic car in competition, 0.21, and it's just incredible. I mean, the all driving today, consumption until now 11.4 kilowatt hour. That means it has the best consumption until now, even better than ID.7. So that's quite impressive. We still have 52% battery, so more than enough to drive. The car estimates 266 kilometers, but more than enough to drive, let's say, 230 kilometers. Also the weather is really good. We are now on the highway, so we can drive a little bit faster as well. The comfort in the car, even though it sits really low, it's really good. The suspension are, I should say, over the average. The seats are really comfortable. The steering wheel is nice. You have a good visibility in the digital cockpit, also on the right side here in the multimedia system. It's quite nice. Also we drive 120, 130 without any problem. So the sound insulation seems to be pretty good even at those kind of speeds. Here you have this button from where you can change the different driving modes. So we were in Eco, this is normal, and this is sport mode, and every time you change the driving mode, you can see you have a different view there. And my favorite part are those pedals behind the steering wheel, from where you can change the regenerative brake. So from left side you can change to make it a little bit stronger, and also put it on auto. And if you hold it for a few seconds, you can choose free levels. Basically there are 4. 0, it's like rolling. Right now the car is rolling, and this is really important to have an electric car that's able to roll, because in this way you don't lose that energy through the friction. So when you change level 1, it's a little bit more stronger, and then it gets stronger. And then you go to I pedal drive. That means you can drive one pedal, and if you release it, it will go to a stop, or you can put it also on auto. So that's really cool. I really like the car. And also, if you try, for example, to accelerate from 100, if you push it, it gives you the power, but not as strong as it gives you in other models. But if you push it from, let's say, 60-50, then you have more power. Anyway, overall, a pretty nice car, great aerodynamic, good visibility around the windows. If you want to see the review test drive, I already drive and film the car, and you can see it. The videos are on the channel. Also, I like very much this blind spot view monitoring, where you can see the cameras, the side cameras right here on the digital cockpit. So yeah, pretty cool car. Plus, of course, you have this autopilot from where you can activate it. It gives you a lot of alerts if you go outside the lanes and stuff like that. But when you activate it, the car will stay between the lanes, will accelerate, will brake. And this system from Hyundai seems to be quite good. They improve it in the last years a lot. So yeah, this is all about Hyundai, guys. Let's jump in the last car, Kia EV9. Now we are with Kia EV9, the biggest car in the competition, with the biggest battery, with the biggest price, and also the most powerful. And this basically huge car can do 0 to 100 in 5.3 seconds. It's just incredible. The ride quality over the bumps, and in general, it's really pleasant. The seats are really wide and big, and it's incredible sitting here. It feels really premium, and also you have a lot of space here, not only in the front but also in the back for the passenger. You have a lot of space. It's, yeah, as expected, it's just really nice to drive it. Now the car still have 41% battery, and with this 41% battery, it's estimating a range of 218 kilometers, so it's more than enough. And the consumption until here, surprisingly, 18.8 kilowatt hour. I was expect to be somewhere over 20, but it's still good. It's still a very good consumption. Now you can change also the driving modes from down here. It has 2 buttons. So from drive mode, you can go from eco to normal, sport, and my drive. You can personalize it, and then you can go to terrain mode, and you have snow, mud, and sand. So this is cool. You have so many options to choose from, and also the screens are visible, are big, and yeah, more about that, check out the full review, because I already have a full review. But in general, I really like the car. The steering wheel has also this kind of the same shape. So there are, I think there are 3-4 cars that have very similar steering wheel in this competition, and I really like the grip and the way it looks. Great visibility, huge mirrors. Also here on this reverse mirror, you have the possibility to see the camera in the back there. So because usually sometimes you have so many things in the back where passenger or so on, you can also choose to see the camera if you don't want to see the normal mirror. So that's a great option. Overall, yeah, it's crazy car. This is the last car that I drive from this competition, but now thinking again and again, it's so hard to choose one, because all of them, there are great cars. They drive nice, they have different, you know, every car have goods and bads, and it's more, yeah, as I said before, of a personal preference. Which one do you like more, or which one do you need more? And yeah, will be a hard one, because they are really close in terms of quality, ride quality, and technology. So yeah, was a really tight competition, and yeah, we see later which one will win. We just finished. I finished drive all. We finished all the competition. Now we have to gain and take the data from the cars and calculate and think about and vote. And until tonight, we have to send all the jury members will send the vote, and then we will find out tomorrow what will be the winner. So stay with me in this video. A little bit later, I will show you also the winner. Final day, final result. In a few minutes, we will find out which one is the winner. We are here in Romania at Ministry of Environmental, and here the minister will kind of give the price of the winner of the winners, because there are a few winners, not only the best electric car but also the best consumption, the best range, the best technology, and so on. So it will be really interesting. I will show you some images with this event, and yeah, I hope will be really interesting. So I'm quite excited. I already vote in the morning. I was like, I need like 2 hours to think about, and then I was deciding to vote and give points depending on some criterias, and then in the end I wouldn't know which one is the winner. So depending on some criterias, I just give the point, and then in the end I saw who was the winner for me, at least, and I send my vote. There are also 14 members of the jury, so it's not only about my vote, it's about all those jury vote. So I'm really curious which one will be the winner. So yeah.
Volkswagen ID.7. Best Electric Car Powered by Arval 2024, Renault Scenic E-Tech. Felicitări încă o dată! Bravo, are succes!
As you saw before the award ceremony, I will give you also now the winners. I'm pretty sure that the jury was really hard for all the jury. I talked with them and they told me that was really hard to choose one. So I want to give you one more time the result. First place, basically the best electric car 2024 in Romania, is Renault Scenic, the same car that I'm in right now. Why is that? I think it's the best quality price offer somehow. Anyway, it's crazy hard because the other cars are the same story, but I don't know, it has a balance somewhere between all those areas. So I guess that was the vote. 14 jury members. I'm really curious, which one would you choose, guys? If you were in the jury, which one would you choose to be first, or how would you make this ranking? I'm really curious to write me down. Now, the other prize is for the best technology, and Kia win that. It has a lot of technology. It has those 360 degrees camera, blind spot view monitoring, and more adaptive autopilot, lane assist, all kind of stuff. Of course, almost all the cars have the same things, but that was the jury vote from 14 votes. So yeah, Kia EV9. Then the best range, Volkswagen ID.7 win the best range, and the best consumption, Hyundai Ioniq 6. Of course, Hyundai Ioniq 6 has an amazing consumption in this trip, and it has also the best aerodynamic, 0.21. So that's somehow normal, I would say, and I was really surprised how much you can drive with that car. So first of all, guys, I'm really excited. I'm really happy that I was part of this event, and experience for me was just incredible. Also, in the end, I want to thank very much to all the partners, all the organizer of this event for inviting me here. Arval, Vitesco Technologies, Bosch Car Center, Eldrive, and Hotel TTS in Covasna. Really nice. All the people was really nice with me, and I really enjoyed this experience. I hope the video was useful for you guys as well. I hope you see some interesting images and you get some interesting information from here. Of course, all the videos, some of them are already on the channel if you want to see full reviews and test drives and all other information about the cars, but some of them will come soon. For example, this Renault Scenic will come soon, and then you will see why was the winner, right? So I can give you all the information, and we will do the test drive and all that stuff. So stay close because it will be really interesting. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching my video. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.